Hello? Is this thing on? Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. Today I really wanted to talk a little bit about anxiety. So if you follow me on social media, you'll know that I'm pretty open about my anxiety and derealization, but today I just want to focus on my anxiety and specifically what I bring with me to places when I'm worried about my anxiety or I'm already feeling pretty anxious. I do want to make a separate video about derealization and how that feels and how I'm coping with it. Because that's kind of a really intense topic. However, before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification so you don't miss any of my videos, give it a thumbs up, and leave a comment below on your tips and tricks that you use for your anxiety. Also, don't forget to follow me on all of my socials, which will be listed in the description below. So let's get started. One of the first things that I like to bring with me when I am dealing with a lot of anxiety is my thinking putty. And this is from Crazy Errands, specifically the intergalactic theme. Putty feels a lot like slime, just not as messy. And it works really well as a fidget tool. So this is what it looks like. And basically, if you can just get your hand in there, don't be afraid of it, you know? Just really have to pull it out of the sides. You see, oh, there we go, lift it up and then you can take it out. It's not like slime, it's not gonna like make a mess or anything, but you just grab a piece off, rip it, you put the rest back in here and it will form back into place, so it's not a big deal. So with a small piece, typically I'll just kind of fidget with it, I'll twist it, I'll stretch it, I'll shape it. And the funny thing about this specific theme is that the more that you play with the putty, the more pink it turns, which I think is super cool. So it's not only a physical tool for me, it's also a visual one because I like to see it change color and change shape and it's super fun to play with. If you're a person who gets even just remotely nervous, like just a little bit nervous, I highly recommend putty. It is so amazing. It keeps your hands busy, keeps your mind busy and distracted. It's amazing. Like even now I'm having fun with it. Oh look! I'm already, my hands must be really warm because it reacts with body heat. So it's already turning pretty pink. I'll keep playing with it and see how pink I can turn it so that you can see the difference. The second thing in my kit is this. It's a turtle.
I like turtles.
Okay, so let me explain. My therapist told me that I should bring with me a stuffed animal. Obviously I can't bring a huge stuffed animal with me because I don't have the space and that's weird. I found these tiny little turtles. It works really well for me because one, it's a different texture. So when I'm holding it in my hand, I can feel the softness, the squishiness of it. So it's really nice to just hold, but also he's just a cute little turtle and it feels like I have a little friend with me who's protecting me. When you don't have an emotional support animal, you can have an emotional support stuffed animal. It doesn't work as well, but it's still cute. The funny thing about this turtle is that it actually comes from this turtle. I will link all of these products in the description if I can. This turtle I got on Amazon and it actually has a little zipper here, right? And there's more little baby turtles inside. Is that not the cutest thing ever? I just keep this turtle on the couch and keep the third baby turtle with me almost at all times. It's my little turtle. Update on the putty. I've been playing with it for a little bit and check this out. So this is the putty. You remember the putty. This is what it looks like after you've been playing with it and like warming it up with the heat of your body. Hello, is that not amazing? Here's something really cool. I'm gonna take another piece out, right? So what I'll do is I'll put them next to each other like this and then we'll twist, twist, and twist and just look at that! Tell me that is not visually entertaining. Sometimes I will just kind of squish it together, see? Kind of creates like a really nice effect. It looks really cool. It's fun. The third thing on my list is super simple. It's actually just a little notepad and a pen typically, this is a great tool to have. My therapist recommended to me that when I'm feeling super anxious or dissociated, I should write down lists. And it could be lists of anything. So it could be like your top 3 favorite dog names, your favorite colors, your favorite books, the last 5 movies you watched. Basically, the goal is to have you think, is to make you think of what you're trying to write, and it distracts you from your intrusive thoughts, from your anxiety in general. So it works really well, honestly, for me, which is surprising because I used to think nothing would work. So that's always very exciting. I have a list here of the 5 worst baby names. One of them is Carol. The 4th thing on my list is not something that I can bring with me all the time, and it is not something I can bring with me for a long period of time, but I did want to mention it because it's super important, and that is a cold pack. And the point is to shock your system. I think it's called like, I actually don't know what it's called, but it basically it causes your brain to tell your body to slow down. Like, it's just makes you kind of slow down and bring you back to the present. If you're feeling really anxious one day, I think this is a great option. The 5th thing on my list is a hair tie. I know this seems really silly, but hair ties are a great fidget tool if you don't want to bring an actual fidget toy with you anywhere and you don't want to like carry anything else. This is a super simple method. Keep it on your wrist, obviously. You can use it to snap, which is always really helpful. You can also just kind of fidget with it. It's fun, it's distracting, you can pull it, you can make shapes with it. You know, it's a really simple kind of fidget tool to have. The 6th and final thing on my list is an in case of emergencies only product because it's awful. It's awful. It is my smelling salts. So if you don't know what smelling salts are, that's basically ammonia. If you know like the smell of bleach, chemicals, and even cat pee is what ammonia smells like. It's awful, it's horrendous. However, this is a really great method to bring you back into focus, makes you alert. It just heightens your senses really quickly. Because of that, I like to use it in dire emergencies only because it smells horrendous, but it does kind of just bring me back to focus, even if it's just for a moment. So it works really well for that. But again, I wouldn't make this your #1 option. So that's basically all of the things that I bring with me. Most of the time I don't bring them all with me at the same time, but depending on my situation, where we're going, what bag I'm bringing with me, and how I'm feeling that day would depend on how many of these products I bring with me. But if you are interested in knowing, the ones that I almost always bring with me is the Putty, the turtle, and the notepad. The smelling salts I only will bring if I know I'm already having a super anxious day and I'm just nervous that it's not gonna end well. So if you have any tips or tricks on things that you like to bring, things that you've used in the past that have worked well for you, let me know in the comments, let everybody else know in the comments. Let's start a discussion because I'd really love to get more things to add to my anxiety kit. I hope that you really like this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! Afraid of it, you know? Just really have to pull it